Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Again, thank you all for being here. I do have a general message for Divine Collective. Could be Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, anyone drawn to the message, anytime you are drawn to the message. It's interesting. Weren't we just talking about a Libra? I feel like somebody, either one of you is a Libra or someone's dealing with a Libra, or you will be dealing with a Libra. I also feel like whatever situation you've been involved in or going through, obviously this represents balance and fairness. Something coming into harmony, especially regarding some sort of conflict here. This is very much a card of conflict, obstacles. You may have put this to an end here. Yeah, I swear to you, there's some sort of like astrological shift in it. For some of you, it could have something to do with Saturn placement, Saturn return. Look that up in your natal chart. If some of these readings that mention Libra in them sound like it could be for you, for some of you, this is connected to this return coming towards you. It might involve some sort of Libra, or it's just really like balancing out. For some of you, you may have had extreme balances of karma. Maybe you went through a very long stretch of difficulty, challenges, obstacles, situations that required you to compromise yourself more often. Whoever you are, you can be very psychic. Yeah, this energy was here. For some of you, you went through a very long stretch of difficulty, obstacles, conflict, as well as things that caused worry, loss, shame. This coming in reverse. This is really giving me, I feel like this is involved in someone's really long lessons that involved their Saturn placement. I would definitely take a look at that. So this is what's coming forward. For those of you who have had a really long-winded, difficult season, it could have been 10 years. For those of you who have had a really long, difficult with your lessons surrounding the Saturn energy here, that is coming into balance. So whatever moving forward is going to be much more fulfilling, less worry, less loss, you know, the opposite of all these things. You may even be coming into a time of boldness and bravery, especially because you overcame some sort of major lesson here. And you're being allowed to move away from these. There's like situations and people that are connected with this conflict energy here. For some of you, your moon placement is significant. Someone also may literally have a moon placement with Leo in it that is significant. Again, in reverse. You may have been experiencing these feelings before because, again, whoever I'm talking to, you had a really long stretch of difficulty, of challenges, of conflict, of not having enough and then worrying, all of these things. This Saturn shift is going to bring in the opposite. Dissatisfaction, boredom, discontent. Not anymore. So this is what's coming forward for you. Which obviously is really, really good news. Let's see what else What else do we need to know? This, to me, the Seven of Cups, depending on its placement, a lot of times it can, you know, not be great. A lot of times it comes out next to somebody who is making too many options out of things or has too many options. But in this case, with the Magician and the Six of Pentacles, I actually see you having more options than you've ever had in the past. Especially with this energy here, this is kind of like Five of Pentacles. Worry, loss, financial difficulty. All of this is reversing and coming to an end. So this might, for some of you, I'm getting a feeling, excuse me, I am like choking on I have my incense a little too close. It's going up my nose. Give me just a minute. Excuse me. For many of you, I'm getting an energy that this is like coming in with the new year. This is coming in like some sort of new season. This new season, this fresh start is coming in after some sort of major transition, which is literally making me think new year. Like your new year, your new start is going to be much different from what you've been experiencing. Much different, and everything that has been difficult, every obstacle that you have faced, you're going to be experiencing the opposite of that. For many of you, it's kind of like karma, but a lot of times you see the karma just flipping back and forth over little issues here and there. I'm getting something like for whoever this is for, this is a major, like you went through a major vacuum of difficulty and now you're getting the opposite of that. This was some sort of like test of your will, test of your spiritual strength. You may be dealing with some sort of King of Swords energy coming out with this. I feel like this is you. Yeah, you have a hanged man person in your energy. This person has not reached a place of enlightenment. I do feel like, especially for some reason, this giant crow over this person. I feel like for some reason, this particular King of Swords listens to the wrong people or dabbles in the wrong energy. This person themselves has a Four of Pentacles, kind of like a greedy, controlling energy. But this for you is, this might have been someone you let go. This might have been a significant part of your lesson here, which is why this return is about to shift. Yeah, things coming into balance. 22 could be significant for you. There are some of us out here. This is not for everybody. So don't panic or get riled up. But there are some of you who are not aligned with your twin flame. Sometimes in some situations, maybe even this, because it's coming up for me with this energy, is that sometimes you have done the work, you have kept ascending, you have kept leveling up, moving on, raising your vibration, all of these things. And there's something about this person here. Even though this person could share some sort of wisdom, but this person, there's something about, I feel like there's someone watching over this person. There's someone in this person's ear. There's some reason here why this person is not coming out of the Hanged Man energy. They have not reached a place of enlightenment. They have not reached a place of ascension. For some of you, that is your situation when it comes to divine counterparts. This person could even have some sort of Leo placement here. Ten of Swords, that is why you walked away. This person brought a deep betrayal on you. You may be a fire sign, Queen of Wands, or you're just very action-oriented, go-getter type of energy, enthusiastic. But again, for some of you, I'm getting you literally are a fire sign. You could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And again, this was that Five of Pentacles energy that was coming out. There's something here with a balance or a return with this person you were dealing with, where the tables are turning, the roles are reversing. If someone you were dealing with put you in an energy like this, they're about to get that back to themselves. I feel like this person, something to do with the lesson that this person is going to learn over this situation is, excuse me, that they are literally going to have the key to let themselves out of this energy, to let themselves out of this circumstance. And they're literally like, their mind is not going to be able to, like, part of the karma and part of the lesson for this person who you were dealing with in the past, who was part of your major lesson here that you let go of, especially if they were doing this to you. Part of their karma is they are going to have the key. They are going to have the way out of this, staring them in the face all the time. And they're not going to be able to act on it. Something within inside of themselves, they're not going to be able to, they're not going to ever have an Ace of Pentacles. They're not ever going to be able to put two and two together. They're not ever going to see the key right in front of, it's going to be in front of their face and they're never going to see it. That's part of this person's karma for whatever happened here. Whatever that means for them, I don't know. That's between them and Spirit. I don't want to dig into that right now. But you here, you're getting the Nine of Cups. This is giving me like freedom. This person may have done this to you and now it's going to happen to them, and you are reaching a place of freedom. You are reaching a place with many, many options, especially when it comes to, really, there's a heavy energy of finances. Maybe some of the struggle here had to do with finances. That makes sense, especially with the Saturn placement. Again, you might want to look that up. Not only are you going to have the finances you need to make this move, make that move, or give to this person or give to that person. For some of you, you're going to be like donating or doing a lot of charity. Not only that, but you're going to meet some sort of match here. You're going to meet some sort of match. You and this person might be like lone wolf kind of energy. You do things your way. You lead the pack. But I also feel like this person is very wise, very content. And there, you're going to meet each other as a match. They're going to have everything that you have. You're going to be very equal and balanced. Yeah, lots of friendship, lots of celebration. You may even literally find yourself like stargazing a lot with whoever this person is, or spending a lot of time outside. Yeah, Page of Cups. This is funny. This is coming in. I feel like this, whenever this comes in, this card always gives me like when pigs fly energy because of this image on here. But it's really like whatever's coming in with this person. Again, this nine of cups is like major wish fulfillment. You're going to think whatever comes in with you and this person, with your finances, is going to be like something you never would have thought. You never would have thought that would have ever happened. But it is already in the works. It is coming in. Seven of Pentacles is like potential harvest. The seeds have already been planted. Yeah, Six of Wands. This is your victory. This is your, you know, this is your reward for some sort of like a long-winded, difficult lesson. It could have been spiritual lesson. It could have been specific to this one connection here with this person coming out like this. Yeah, I'm honestly getting here. This has something to do with this lesson, this situation that you've overcome. This people, because this person here is like not focused on love very much. They may even they do things in a certain way, even though this is more representative of this person's ability or inability to balance. Specifically, this card gives me an energy of someone who really has their focus in the wrong place. And this is like karmic. You had some sort of karmic contract with this person, and this is what's coming to an end. This is what this major shift is. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm having like some sinuses or something. I'm sorry for all the coughing and gagging and potential wheezing and whatnot. I feel like this is part of with this 40, I'm being drawn to this here. This is very much your third eye, your intuition. I feel like part of what the beginning of the end was that your intuition was opening back up, was these people, a situation, they may have been doing something to block that for you, and that's why you couldn't see this situation clearly. And now part of like the beginning of the end was your intuition working very clearly, kind of all the pieces falling into place. There's even something about you like pondering like the evidence here. You're like making sense of something. For some of you, you were trapped in some sort of like very strange, abusive connection, relationship with more than one person. Very much like a karmic energy. However, it's over with now. You passed all the tests and you're getting the opposite of everything you've been experiencing is coming through. And I'm really getting some time this coming year. Interesting thing about 2024 is, yeah, these people may have kept you, I'm getting something about like confusion. Like they were keeping you confused. This is part of like, but it was purposeful. You were actually in a contract with this situation, with the people in this party or whatever. With this here, this is very much like you were meant to go through this. And there's a karmic lesson in this situation for everyone who was involved. But I'm really getting for some reason that this was the beginning of the end. Something these people were doing was keeping you confused, clouded. Your intuition was blocked. You couldn't even make sense. Maybe your logic, like thinking logically about a situation something was not clear here. And the beginning of the end was somehow your intuition became opened up, and it's like things were happening like this. You were making sense of this situation. And that's part of how you overcame it, moved away from it. And now you're about to be rewarded. Yeah, 44, I'm really getting this significance with these numbers for you. 44, 40, you may be very connected with angels. You may be very connected with your spirit team. Someone here is nervous. I was just going to say someone here is nervous. And then here I have this. This is giving me this, excuse me. This is giving me this, this King of Swords that came out earlier that you were dealing with. This is this person and they have a tower coming, and this is why they're nervous. They know that their karma is coming, that some sort of major tower is coming. Now that you finally had put together all the pieces and it moved away, moved yourself out of that situation, they know, yeah, they know, oh my gosh, this is the karma. This is what we were talking about. For some reason, this connection in these people were connected to some major, like, lesson connected to your Saturn placement. Somehow this lesson, this karmic situation is tied into that cycle. And now that you have kind of learned the lesson, you've healed something within yourself, within this situation. You've healed some sort of karma here. And now, and then this here, the opening up, the putting the pieces together, the being able to move yourself away from, I'm getting a weird, like, trapped energy for whoever this is for. I don't know to the extent. That can be very scary. So definitely my heart goes out to you, whoever went through something like this. The good news is you have figured this out. And this person is nervous. I felt very much like shaking. I felt this person shaking. They can't even think. That could be why this person is already in a Five of Pentacles energy. The key is right in front of them, but they're never going to figure it out. They can't even, this person is shaking about what the balance is coming in here. They are afraid. They know that it's time to face the karma for whatever was done to you. Wow, that is really intense. Really intense. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What are the final messages here, please? Yeah, truth and fairness. This very much is like this person's trying to avoid 13 too, very significant. 13 is has heavy karmic energy attached to it. So this person is trying to avoid this. This is why this person is nervous. They know that this is going to have to balance itself out. Again, there's something about this person having a certain amount of wisdom, but I don't know. There's something about who they spend time with, who they listen to, who they dabble with, or what they dabble in. Something very, like, a dark side to this person. This person is trying to block the this cycle coming to completion, because that's how afraid they are. I don't know what happened here, but this person is afraid. This person is afraid of the karma, order, and peace. This is like order in the court. Order in the court. I just got goosebumps. This is like God here already made his decision. And this person is shaking in their boots because they know. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. And for those I don't know who can see it and who can't, this person is like scared to death of this falling into balance, and may even still be trying to trick you or do something to block this coming into completion. This is wholeness. This is order and peace. This is justice. This is very much for those of you who are worried or afraid that whatever here was done to you is never going to be made fair and never going to be balanced. Again, that could be part of why this is in reverse. Some of you are afraid that you are never going to get back what you've lost. And for whoever this is for, there's something about, I can feel the time span of how long this went on, that you lost a lot through the period, whatever that means for you. It can just be time, age, energy, literally money for some of you, or literally just like your heart, your energy, you know, whatever it was for you, it depleted you. I'm pretty sure we said something like that yesterday, so this could be a follow-up for you. Do know there's something very significant this coming year. 2024 comes to an 8. 8 is very much a time when, if it's going to be dished to you, it's going to be dished to you. Especially in the year of the dragon. The dragon is very much like action, movement oriented. So this literally could occur, start occurring after the American New Year, but even possibly more likely after the start of the Chinese New Year. Renewal. That's what they were showing in the beginning with the, remember what I was saying about the options and the 6 of Pentacles, which again, I've said 1,000 times on my channel before. For those of you who have been with me, thank you for one thing. And you've heard me say this 1,000 times. 6 of Pentacles is very much a card of karma for me. And that can be, especially in the upright, especially coming out in the way it did. This is even whatever happened to your finances in this situation is going to be, the karma is going to be balanced. You are going to have more than enough. Excuse me. You are going to have more than enough. You're going to be overwhelmed with options. You're going to be able to handle and do. Your finances are going to be renewed. Your health is going to be renewed. There's something about the way you handled what happened to you. There's something about the way you handled the situation. You could have handled it depending on whatever happened here. For some of you, it's more difficult than others. I'm going to use an example. Let me tone this down a minute. You got to be careful a little bit what you say over the internet. But something aggressive, okay? Let's use an aggressive example. Let's say some like karmic person tried to run over you with a car. I don't know. I'm thinking crazy, right? Like something crazy here. This person took their car and started and ran into your car. I don't know. Drove it into your house. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't do effing crazy stuff like this. So I don't know anything about that. I really like my peace in my home. I enjoy peace. I enjoy peaceful people, so on and so forth. So what happened is let's say someone did something like that to you. And it's something about the fact that somewhere along the lines you put the pieces together, and somewhere along the lines they had poked the bear too far. Somewhere along the lines you had gotten up to here. Your top was blown off. You were an exploding volcano. Literally, we mentioned earlier, you might be a fire sign. We all know nothing wrong with fire signs, but even a positive fire sign in the upright, we all have like a dark side to us. We all have flaws, even though many of us know how to control that side of ourselves. But there was something about pushing you. You were pushed to the max and pushed to the limit, and where very much you could have come at someone and done exactly what they did to you or worse. And you didn't. And you turned it over to God. And that's part of how you ended up at this place. And you're about to receive. You're about to really receive. Options, finances, health, love, fruitfulness. I was just about to say, for some of you, travel. And this says exploration right here. And enlightenment, but this came along with the situation. But you're you're very enlightened. You're very enlightened after going through this experience, and some of you may actually kind of admire this gift. Like, this was the best gift of all, is that this situation opened my eyes, this situation opened my gifts, this situation blossomed my spirituality, something here like that. And that is part of your justice. You may even have something bigger. I'm looking at this image specifically, and again, it's making me think of this sixth chakra. And look at this. This looks similar, and it's much bigger here between the eyes. You may have even developed some sort of extreme psychic abilities, something like this. Or your intuition is just so sharp, people could think that you were psychic. I don't know. That something like that is that, and you appreciate this. What your gifts, you've been given some sort of spiritual gifts here. And you really, oh my goodness, for some of you, your ancestors, you asked for help in this situation. Remember I said this was the beginning of the end? Something to do with this opening up. Your ancestors, for some of you, someone here who went, this like trap or imprisoned situation was very difficult for you. Some of you, through prayer, you asked for help. Your ancestors, some of you, actually gave you inherited psychic abilities to help you break out of this situation. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. This message obviously is not for everyone, but also, wow, like whoever you are, you're amazing for getting through this, like really amazing. And please know your gifts, and I do mean literal gifts. You are receiving some sort of like 3D gifts here, even though this was very much a spiritual war, spiritual battle, spiritual something that also lifted and enlightened you and raised you up and moved you into this place. Something major is shifting now. Your karmic retribution is coming. Please do not worry that it is not coming. It's absolutely. And this person here, or both, whoever these people are like shaking because they know enough. They have enough wisdom to know that karma really is real, even if they've escaped it somehow for however long they thought they were going to escape it. They knew intuitively that the minute you got to this point and you pieced all the puzzle together and you were able to break free and move on from this, overcome this, that this is coming from them for them now. These people may even be losing sleep at night. Someone here is like shaking in their boots because of this. And you do not worry, because everything you lost absolutely is coming back. Is coming back to you more, maybe more than what you had to begin with. I hope you all enjoyed this message. I hope this message got to or gets wherever it's going. I will probably, I definitely won't be posting over Christmas. Please have a happy, safe holiday and Merry Christmas to all of you who are seeing this at this time. And I will see you again later after the holidays.